welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the NARS Natural Matte Longwear Foundation. These were sent to me. I'm going to swatch the 3 shades that were sent to me and I'm going to try them on and I'm going to let you know if these are good or not for maturing dry skin. Well, my skin, now that it's getting warmer, it's a little bit combo where I'll get a little bit oily here, but overall I have dry skin and I have textured skin, and I'm going to show you. You see all those little red bumps? And all these little breakouts, and I'm gonna smile. You see all these little fine lines. I'm totally fine with it. I just want to show you. So I have dry skin. Matte foundations are not my favorite, but I do appreciate a really nice matte foundation that looks flawless, especially for, you know, like weddings, pictures, things like that. I think these are gonna be a hit, just like off the bat, for anybody who has oily skin or combo skin. So I don't know if I'm gonna love it. Well, I tried this on the other day. I will tell you this, it did last all day. I did not prep my skin the best, and I didn't exfoliate. So I feel like it emphasized texture. So we're gonna start fresh, and I just wanna do the right things so that it fits better on my skin. So with that being said, I'm going to exfoliate with you, and I'm gonna moisturize. This is my go-to, like whenever I'm filming, how I prep my skin. So first off, if you've never heard of this is amazing. This is from M61. You can find these on Bluemercury's website or in a Bluemercury. This is a one and done kind of product. Towel it out. If you have sensitive skin, there is a gentle version for it, but if you don't have sensitive skin and you've used glycolic acid and lactic acid, you're gonna love this. So I am taking it off, and I usually keep these in my makeup kit, but I also like to do this like once a week to myself. This is gonna gently exfoliate the skin. It's gonna remove like any just dead skin and texture. When you're using a matte foundation, you need to make sure your skin is like smooth and hydrated. Otherwise, no matter what you do, it's gonna look at the best on your skin. So I take this and I even take it down my neck. You can take it to your décolleté. I love this stuff. You don't have to wash it off. You just follow up with your skincare right after. That is gonna be a must. It's gonna make a difference, I promise you. So I had showed you like my skin up close a few seconds ago or in the beginning of the video. This is drying down. You could see, well, it's almost completely dried down. You could see that it automatically just looks like smoother, brighter. That's why I like the peels. All right, I'm gonna prep my skin. This is the Tear Milky Skin Toner, and I'm gonna follow up with the Tear Ceramic Cream. I use the regular one, the light one. I'll probably use in like July, August when it's very, very humid. Right now, that's the one I need. Again, dry skin, textured skin. I'm just going to take that and massage it into my face. I didn't do this the last time I tried the foundation, and then it's funny, I was with my mother, and she knows I usually do like a glowy makeup, and she was looking at my skin and she's like, your skin looks really textured, like what's going on? And I'm like, yeah, I didn't exfoliate and I tried a new foundation. So Milky Toner, I apply everywhere. This is really nice. It has chamomile extract in it, and it's, if you ever have like a skin flare up, it feels amazing. All right, now the moisturizer. So even on the website for the NARS foundation, it does say to really make sure you prep your skin. So that's regardless of, you know, oily skin, combo skin, dry skin. And the cool thing about NARS foundations, if you've never known, and the reason I know this is because where I work, we sell it, and I learned through a training. The NARS foundations are really, really good if you apply them with your fingers. With this foundation, I don't know, because Longwear foundations tend to dry quick. You have to work fast. This is not a foundation that you're gonna be like, and then you're gonna take your time blending. You're gonna work section by section. All right, the 3 shades that I have are Santa Fe, Punjab, and Stromboli. This is what they look like. These are like kind of like in the light to medium range. I think the shade I used last time was Stromboli. I'm gonna be honest with you. In the other formulas too, I have not been able to find my skin match. So I'm gonna go with the one that's, I guess, like the closest to my skin. These tend to lean very yellow, which I would prefer over something that's like too cool and pink. Though being an olive undertone, I mean, I can make it work, but it's, you know, it's not like a spot on match. So, Stromboli, Punjab, I hope I'm saying that right, and Santa Fe. So Santa Fe is definitely neutral. These two guys are, well, Punjab almost looks like peachy, and Stromboli looks pretty yellow and warm. All right, so Stromboli, that is yellow, Punjab, and Santa Fe. That looks not right. None of these look really good, and this is what I'm saying. So as far as like if you're an oil, if you're like an olive undertone, you're either gonna have to mix or you're gonna have to do something with bronzer. So letting these kind of sit for a few, well, Stromboli's definitely not my color. I'm stuck between these two colors. So in that situation, what I like to do is I take those colors again, and I'm gonna put it on my forehead, and now see which one looks better. I don't think any of them look better. But if I'm gonna pick one, I think I'm gonna go with Santa Fe. I think that's the safest bet. And now that it's kind of dried down, it looks like it gets a little bit deeper, so let's do Santa Fe. I'm going to re-moisturize. I took it off, and I also want to show you, so these guys are drying down, so it is a matte finish. So if you like matte, this is definitely like your vibe. And now that it's dried down, I'm definitely gonna go with Santa Fe. Well, here's something funny. The other day when I had this on, I had Stromboli on. I can't believe I put that on my face. That's why my mother was like, what's up with your face? She was being nice. Okay, so Santa Fe, we're gonna try that on. This dries pretty quick, but I prep my skin with moisturizers that are pretty emollient, so I think I bought myself some time. We're about to find out. So Santa Fe is going in my hand. So like I said before, typically with NARS foundations, you can use your fingers. That's like the best way to apply it. It looks more natural. Think like MAC face and body kind of thing. I'm not mad at that. Okay. Now this side we moisturized before, right? So let's see how it looks now that my moisturizer's kind of been sitting for a little bit, where this is like freshly applied. Because sometimes I get asked like, how quick should I apply my foundation after putting on like primer or moisturizer? And sometimes you can wait a few minutes, and sometimes you got to do it like fast. I mean, I think it's blending out really good actually. And again, I'm just working off. And I put it in the palm of my hand on purpose. The palms of your hands are usually warmer, so that's also extending like the playtime I have with this foundation. Okay, I can tell around my jawline that that is probably not the right color, but that's okay. You can always fix that with bronzer, right? All right, so with the finger application, I'm doing a thin layer, I'm moving quick, and like I said, I prep my skin really good. It does dry down pretty quick. I just need to see this closer because I'm blind. I will say, even though it's a full coverage matte foundation, it's actually sitting on top of my skin really nice. That could be because of the method of application that I'm using, my fingers and everything. I'm gonna try with a brush to build up another layer. This is my Kit Codes and SMIRIX brush. If you have something like this that's like nice and soft, that'll do it too. I'm gonna take and apply. Okay, so doing that second layer, you're probably gonna think I'm crazy, but I see it. I feel like it just emphasizes the texture a tiny bit. So I don't think I'm gonna love it with a brush. I'm gonna go back with my fingers, whatever's left over here, and I'm gonna go back on top. Now, there's certain places that I like to check if it's settling in my fine lines, and it's always gonna be the sides of the mouth, and it's always, and obviously I'm doing a nice thin layer, and it's always gonna be on this part. Let's cover this pimple and see how good the coverage is. Well, it's not a pimple, I actually popped it today. right here. Those are the lines that always let me know when the foundation's not good for my skin type. And I have a line here. I will say I'm impressed with how it blends into the skin really nice. It does set pretty quick too though. All right, let's take a look. You know, I like it better than I thought I was going to. Let's give it a few more seconds to really set. It definitely wiped out the redness that I had on my cheeks. Same thing here. I could probably build up more coverage on this part here. Okay. As it's drying down, I want to show you something that I don't love. And I'm just being like overly picky. And the reason is because I prefer like glowier either tints or foundations because they kind of like bounce the light off and don't emphasize this. So if I come in close, this line here is kind of emphasized. This one here looks a little bit blurred. So it definitely blurs a little bit. It's kind of in this little line here. Don't judge me, I haven't shaved. But overall, if I kind of pull back, it does look pretty flawless. So I like doing it in one layer. I did not like adding more with a brush. I did like that I prepped my skin really, really good with just my usual skincare. Exfoliating was an absolute necessary step. If I did not exfoliate, I feel like you would see more of everything. So keep that in mind. I think like if you are having a special occasion, you know, it's always good to have like a full coverage foundation in your makeup kit just for those situations, or concealers that, you know, you're gonna use. This is not a foundation that I would use every day. I think if I'm gonna be photographed or something like that, or I'm going to an event, like I would definitely reach for this. It's definitely something that's gonna go in my kit. I think it's great for oily skin, combo skin. Dry skin, do it with your fingers. I think you're gonna like it. I definitely prefer something a little bit glowy, but I will say it is kind of like, it is radiant. Like it's not totally flat and matte or anything like that. So it's all right. It's all right. If it got sent to me, would I have tried it? Would I have bought it? Probably not. I probably would have made a sample just to kind of see. It's not something that I typically would reach for. Again, I like something a little bit more glowy, but it's not bad. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. And if you have any requests, same thing. I can't wait to see you guys, talk to you guys, and I'll see you in my next one.